Hi guys, my name is Ruda, and as you know, I'm a full-time crypto trader from home. And today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour. And the tile basically suggests that there's a trend break happening. And I'll show you what I see, how I think about this, and where we can go next. So if you're joining in live, like Liesel is doing, and Jaden, hello guys. And Renee, as always, good morning. And Mr. Stanku there as well. Drop me a comment. Are you in any longs? Last night we went long with Ethereum, and we've been babying this one, and I'm currently in a scalp with ETH. So it nearest almost took my stop, and I'm holding that position, and I'm hoping that this is the beginning of something beautiful. So we're bullish in the Discord, and that basically sums it up. So let's quickly have a look at this Bitcoin 4 hour. Now, important thing that I want to point out to you guys is irrelevant now of the RSI and any divergences that we might see. The main thing is we need to look at momentum at the moment. So if you want to be in a move, because we had this big liquidation event, so we want to just see where the momentum is taking us. And then at that stage, once the momentum gets cemented in, we can basically dream big and think about more, So in short, momentum is the easiest way, and it's almost the first thing that people, that we as traders learn to do in your trading view. And it is just to draw a simple line. And although these lines have no significant bearing to anything in the market, and for the most, when we draw these lines, it's almost as if price finally decides to ignore the line. It's a nice way to have a look at momentum. And so where we're at, the danger that we have is Bitcoin has now broken a bearish momentum, something similar to what we had here, okay? But the big difference is we're in a situation where we've now had time to build up to a momentum. So it's not just one big candle, but we've closed. The 4 hours closed outside the momentum line. And the question that I have, and the thing that I'm trying to trade towards, is whether we're going to have a continuation or a shakeout and then a continuation, which is the tricky thing. And I'm going to try and see and explain why I think it's going to be a continuation and not a shakeout, then a continuation. So let's have a look at the current move. So here we are. Bitcoin just broke through the 4 hour momentum. And when we look at this, the differences between this and the example that I showed was that the example, we had a scenario where the example basically had the strong bearish divergence created. Okay, in this instance, there isn't. Okay. And then from that point onwards, we were breaking a considerable long trend of momentum. And therefore, it's fair to assume that price will go and visit the last area of demand, where the last demand zone was. Now, in this case, where we are now, where we find ourselves, okay, we've had a liquidation event. So in theory, this isn't true demand, because this is just the extension or the exhaustion of a mass domino effect. So it's basically just taking all the greedy stop players out of the market, and that's it. From that point onwards, we created a true demand, and I would argue that this would be the area where there was true demand, because we tested a significant support level. I'll show you now why that is a significant support level multiple times, and now we're breaking a bearish trend that comes from a real resistance level. This is the key, real resistance level. We bought this area, and when price went up and we started to almost trade above the resistance that I highlighted for you guys. At that stage, it was there, traded above the sell-off. For me, this was a really bullish sign, and I expected price to come right back in this buy zone as a continuation. Now I'm going to do the exact same. So what we have is we had a liquidation event, went to a resistance zone, okay? And now that same kind of scenario where this failed buy zone was, this is the same area that I want to try and highlight, is the fearful or the extreme. And this is where the recycling needs to happen. So the hope in me is that this trade, or this 4 hour trade, is going to now start pushing price up, and we're going to go make a higher high. We need a higher high in order for any long-term bullish trends to appear. Okay, and that's it. So the market is either going to it's either going to fail in a glorious fashion, meaning it just sweeps these lows and ducks down lower, and then I was wrong. It's simple as that. But the most painful move at the moment is people want to see this thing fail. Okay, so the most painful move is rather go back to 100, trick everybody, make the higher high, and then come back and test previous support areas that was lost. And that's the path for me for Bitcoin for today. I want to try and see if that's going to happen, and then I will try and trade this further on. The same for Ethereum. Let's quickly have a look at my ETH trade. So my ETH trade, we had a nice spike. So the hope is within this next 2 minutes, we can turn this candle blue and have a continuation. There's always a candle overlap. One has to be okay with navigating the candle overlaps. What I won't do with this specific trade, because it's a 5-minute scalp, is I'm not going to stomach this thing going back down there. So if this candle doesn't turn bullish or gives me any resounding happiness looking at it, I'm just going to call it, because I entered within this buy box, and I'm just going to then say that is not the 5-minute structure that I was hoping and looking for. Okay. Also, what we do have is our ETH long-term move from last night. So that is looking good, and all the other ETH positions that I'm still holding. One thing I want to say to everybody, and anybody that bought ETH in this area over here at around 2,600, I would consider putting a stop on any long-term leverage now at around 2,629.30 thereabout. Okay. Reason being is because we've now created a structure here, I wouldn't want to see price go and make a lower low in here, because then we're just trending down again. So I don't want to get too quickly out of the remaining position. Remember, what we do is we take a position, run it to TP, and then leave a little bit, because you don't know what the future is going to hold. Okay, and then you keep building. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to see this thing fall below 2,600. If it does, the market's going to turn bearish real quick on Ethereum. Now, when we look at Ethereum to the BTC pairing, I think that is a nice one. You can see that we've had, and we're just going to quickly load it up onto the weekly time frame and do this. This is my my Hail Mary Ethereum play with my Bitcoin. On the weekly time frame, this is looking really good. It's a nice reversal doji there. And the argument is, if I look at this entire consolidation, and I count this as Ethereum, let's do this. Let's get this to bull market, bear market, going through all the emotional plays that we tend to go through, this, that. Okay. When I look at it and I try and envision it in that sense, I feel like this is going to be the play that's going to at least 7x my BTC holdings in the bull run. Danger, what if there's no bull run? Okay, and that's the scary thing. Okay, now I'm done for the day. Let's quickly have a look at the comments. And I see this comment, and this is an interesting one. I opened Blothroon, deposit 1,000, but not active yet. Buddy chart, will I qualify for the live session with you as well? And how do I get that? Some info. Now, this is the I've gone through all the Discord roles. I mean, people that's got PrimeXBT accounts, people that's got Bybit accounts using my link. And as I always said, I will, if you support the content, I'll support you back. It's as simple as that. And so what you guys need to do is head over to the Discord, go to the navigation section, okay? And then you can click on the partnerships, whichever partnership you've got. Once you click on it, there will be an area where you can claim. So for Bybit, you can claim your user ID there. Okay, so if you already got an account, just go fill in your user ID. Bybit has built a bot in my Discord, and they will basically automate the role service for you. It's as simple as that. So go do that. Okay. If you don't have a Bybit account, let's go back, and you maybe have got a PrimeXBT account you haven't claimed. Go claim it there. That's a manual process. You open a ticket, you send me your user ID, I verify if all's good, I hook you up. And it's exactly the same that's going to happen with Blowfin. And that's the question that I see. So I see I've got about 19 signups from the 2 days that I've got the Blowfin promotion. And there's only 4 guys that claimed. So please go do that. Go claim your access. So behold the vision, my friend. I am waiting for you to just claim. So open your ticket. Send me your user ID. It's a 11 or 8-digit number. Send me your user ID and your TradingView username, and I will hook you up if you've done everything in the according back. So I'm waiting for you guys. Everybody else is waiting in the Discord. I am trading live with everybody there at the moment. And you all can't see much from this screen, but we're busy. We're busy, and we're taking the trades and banging them in as the market is giving us these opportunities. So you've done that, my friend. If you've done that, why don't I have a ticket? And if you haven't replied or answered to the ticket, I need the info. Simple as that. So take the information, take this conversation to the Discord, and we can hook it up. It's as simple as that, guys. Okay. I'll be back in the afternoon. Yesterday I didn't do a HODL stream, so I'll be back in the afternoon. We've now had some time past, so I think it's a right time for us to start looking at our alt HODL bags. Ethereum, the dangers. Is this thing going to still go to the wick? What's the story there? Solana, all those kind of, let me just load the right playlist. Solana, we've had a nice bounce at 200. What's the story there? We're below resistance and so please tune in, prepare for the afternoon stream, and then we're going to take that a little bit further. In the comments, let me know if there's any coin in dire need of a HODL chart. I will do that. And as I constantly remind you guys, if you open a partner link, you claim your role, as the tickets come, I look at them and we work through them. You can join my public live trading session as well. And if we have a look at the events, there's another one this afternoon. There you go. There's the public one. So this is the private group and this is the public one. So you can get in on that. You can trade with me. Simple as that. Guys, you have a lovely day. If just as a friendly reminder, you need to have that name in the link. So links to everything is in the video description. And Stefan is saying say for the afternoon show. Stefan, I'll work say in for you there. And for anybody not joining in live, drop your comments and then we'll have a look at them in the afternoon stream. You have a lovely day, guys, and chat to you later. Cheers. I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.